How's it going, guys? We are back with another video here, and this video is going to be on the tech test in NHL 24, and I'm looking for your guys' feedback. Basically, this video, I don't really think we're allowed to publicly, at least I'm not really going to be like talking about the gameplay and all that stuff. I mean, I think a lot of you guys, if you played it, know what's been really going on. So I'm here to kind of make a video, and you guys can comment down below what you've experienced in the game, things that to you maybe are a little bit too broken or anything like that. So let's hop into the video now. So here we go. Basically, I'm going to talk about some things that I want you guys to let me know on. So feedback, mainly on the gameplay. So I'm going to go over some things. So essentially, I want to hear what you guys think about the goaltending, the AI goaltending, the human goaltending as well. Those are things that I think are very important to kind of get feedback on. And again, if you guys also want to post this more so EA really sees it, the EA forums is a good place to do this here. I'm going to post a link to that in the description. So make sure you guys go there as well. But main things here for me is trying to get your guys' feedback on the gameplay, really. I think that's the most important thing. I mean, nothing else really. We're not really allowed to talk about it anyway, clearly, publicly. That's what it always says in the email. So definitely again, no sharing of videos and screenshots. Make sure you guys aren't doing that because you put yourself at risk of getting in trouble. So definitely don't do that. But main things here, goaltending. I know a lot of things were things that I kind of already talked about in my last video about the goaltending, right? When it comes to like flopping and stuff and getting stuck on the ice. I've seen a lot of people complaining about that in particular. So that's something that I wonder if that's something that maybe they're going to consider addressing because of how much people are really talking about it as well. The new goaltending system here, the new goaltending tethered system is another thing that people aren't 100% really feeling yet. Again, this is only one day into the play test, so people's opinions can certainly change by the end of the week, and I'm sure even your guys that are watching this might have a different opinion by the end of the week. So we can't 100% say for a fact that it's going to be a bad thing, right, for goaltenders. We just don't know. We got to get more play time out of it and really have a good feel for what it's going to be like. So it just depends, really. It just depends on it. So hopefully it really gets to a point where we have enough feedback here and they can take action on certain things, right? Generally, the game is slower, probably, right? I would say hitting is very fun. I know people have complained about hitting being an issue as well, saying that it's hard to hit. I think hitting is just different this year a little bit, like how you do it. But I think hitting in general is probably one of the most fun parts of the game this year, for sure. When it comes to the gameplay, I think, as you guys saw in the trailer and everything else, the the hip checking, has been just a ton of fun to do. It really has. So that's something that I think is very interesting as well. But I would say another big thing that is something that I'm really looking for feedback on is definitely the controller, right? I mean, the controller mapping when it comes to the goaltending and it comes to just the total control, right? I know a lot of people are not crazy about the total control. Personally, I am not going to really use it. I don't think I've tried it a few times, but I end up finding myself confused. I mean, again, it's probably because I'm just not used to it, but for me, total control, it just gets a little bit confusing, and then I get a little bit lost on what's going on 100%. So probably it's not really going to be for me in the long run. Like, I don't think I'll be playing HUT on total control when the game comes out. I just don't think so. But you never know. But at this point, I'm not really feeling it. I want you guys to let me know as well what you guys think of total control. Do you guys think it's too easy to do certain things? I think the lacrosse is obviously way too easy. I think that's something that I think a lot of people would agree with. It's a little bit too easy to pull off. But to me, it's something that you could certainly consider. You know, maybe it shouldn't be one button, right? That's something that we could argue for the lacrosse, right? I mean, other things, that's fine, but just for the lacrosse, I think the Y is certainly an interesting one. I'm not sure how we feel about that. I want you guys to let me know as well on that. So again, I don't know how much I can really talk about the gameplay and all that stuff. I don't want to really get in trouble. But also, if you guys are not able to get into the playtest right now, I have codes here and there EA has been giving me and other creators. So make sure you guys go on to Twitter and follow me, Thrash, like a lot of different people, No Sleeves, Eki, I know has had codes. A lot of people have had codes. Just pretty much game changers. We don't get as many as we used to in prior years. We used to get like thousands. This year it's kind of like hundreds, but I'm trying to give out as many as I possibly can. So make sure you guys are following our social medias, and that'll be a great chance to get the codes. But yeah, overall, that's the best way to do it. So again, feedback is very important when it comes to the gameplay. If there's things that you guys are just really noticing that are just a major problem, I think it's better to address it now while the game is still not out. You have like basically another month and a half until the game comes out. Not even, honestly, the game's almost about a month away from releasing, which is kind of crazy to think about, right? But yeah, I mean, it's certainly getting there. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. I really think it's going to be a fun year this year. I really do. I mean, HUT should be hopefully a lot different as well. I mean, hopefully, we hope it's a different year when it comes to the content and just the overall, original, I guess, stuff in the mode, right? But yeah, I mean, that's something that we hope for. But again, when it comes back to the play test, guys, just try to follow us on Twitter, and we'll be trying to give out codes as much as possible to you guys. But yes, guys, for the most part, can't really talk too much about the gameplay here. I definitely think it's different. I think that's really a thing that we can all agree on. The gameplay is drastically different. It's a fact, really. It is an absolute fact that the gameplay is different. Nasher also had a tweet yesterday saying that he's already scored more Michigan goals than the entire in NHL 24, the entire year of NHL 23. And I think that's something that people were concerned about, saying how it's just too broken, it's too easy, that shouldn't be, which I totally understand that it does seem a little bit goofy to be able to score that many lacrosse goals. But I know some people hate the gameplay already in the tech test, and some people love it, right? It's just, everyone has different opinions, and I feel like that's the one thing that really in NHL that no one's going to really ever agree on altogether. Like, the gameplay could be literally perfect, I guess, to most people, but then there's going to be people that are saying it's the worst gameplay ever, right? Because even guys, back in NHL 14, for example, right? People didn't realize, I guess at the time, like, or at least I feel like now we're like, oh my god, NHL 14 was the best game ever. But when NHL 14 was out, people would be like, oh, these glitch goals. Oh my goodness. Oh, the bacon slap shot. It's so stupid. Oh, this goal, that goal. I mean, there's all these glitches, guys, in pretty much every game. Let's be real. No gameplay is going to be 100% agreed on by the whole community to be perfect. That's just not reality. For the most part, you're not going to get thousands and thousands of people to agree on the same exact thing year in, year out, especially when things are changing, right? I mean, that's just how it is, right? So I don't know. I mean, I think it's certainly different. I think everybody's been agreeing with that. I think most of you guys are going to agree with that in the comment section below. It's definitely not NHL 23. The game is certainly different than it was. So I don't know. I'm excited to see it evolve, and hopefully we get more tuners this year as well if there's things that are broken, because in NHL 23, we all know that the wrap goal was in the whole year. They literally did not patch that. The short side shot was not patched. So many things in NHL 23 were just literally left in the whole year. There was just no improvements to the gameplay at all. There was really nothing at all, which is very disappointing, and that caused a lot of people to be disappointed in the game and really probably give up a little bit earlier than usual because of how just a lack of desire to actually fix things in the game when there was clearly holes in them, which is really disappointing looking back on it. But again, the main priority of this video is to get feedback from you guys on NHL 24, the play test. So comment down below things that you find to be too broken, too OP. Could be abilities, could be anything like that you find to be really obnoxious, like gameplay-wise that are really bad. Something's too slow. Oh, the goalies do this all the time, or the fatigue system. I mean, there's so many different things that you can talk about in this game, and the pressure system, which is another thing people are going crazy about a little bit, saying how bad it is and saying how OP it is. For me, my thoughts on the pressure system is I think it's got to be a little bit harder to earn. That's one thing I got to say. I think it shouldn't be as easy to get. I don't have a problem with the actual effects of the pressure system. I just think it's a little bit too easy to get all the time. But that's just my thoughts on it. And again, that's really my thoughts on the tech test. That's all I can really say for now. Alright guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you have not already, follow me on Twitch, Henreek, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek with 3 E's. I know that Discord, talk to me, follow, subscribe to the channel. You guys want to win codes, potentially, join my Discord as well, and make sure you follow me on Twitter. I'll see you guys all in the next video.